Okay, so we'll quickly see what we have discussed in previous class, and we'll move on to today's class. Okay, so first of all, we have seen what is a package. Okay, so package is nothing but like a folder. Okay, so like how we save normal files, any documents, pictures, videos, and all in our PC in a folder, we save all the workbench objects of SAP or workbench objects of ABAP under a package. We have three types of packages: local, standard, custom. Local means temporary packages. So whenever we create any local objects, those will be saved under a local package. And standard package means these are created by the ABAP team, and we should never ever change any standard packages, no matter what. Then you will not even get a requirement to change standard packages. Then finally, custom packages. So custom packages are used by the ABAP team. We normally create, we are the people who create these custom packages, and we save all our workbench objects in custom packages only. Okay. Then transport request. So transport request is a unique number that gets generated, auto generated, whenever we save any object under a package. Okay, and transport request have a separate naming convention which will change for every project. Okay, and that naming convention is first three letters of the transport request or a TR will be the system ID, then followed by K, then a unique number. Okay, and we have two types of transport requests: workbench and customizing. So as we have two types of objects like workbench objects and customizing objects, we have workbench object, workbench TR and customizing TR. As an ABAPer, 90% of the time you will only use workbench TR only. Okay, so all the development work that you ever do in a system is on a workbench TR. All the customizations, all the configurations in the system are done under the customizing TR. Done. Then transaction codes, one of the most important topic. So transaction code is a shortcut which is used to navigate to any development object or configurations in SAP. Okay, so and example, the transactions codes will start with SE and SM. Okay, so here SE means system engineering. Okay, system engineering. SM means system maintenance, right? So again, we have, like, way too many T codes available in SAP, but as an ABAPer, you will hardly use 5 to 6 T codes per day. You will not use more than that. Okay, and hardly in total you might have to remember 15 T codes, 15 to 20 T codes. That's it, not more than that. Okay, then types of transaction codes. So we have two types of T codes: standard and custom. So standard means again created by SAP, and we should never ever change it. You will never even get a requirement to change standard T codes, never. Okay, and custom T codes are created by the ABAP team only. Okay, these can be modified whatever as per your requirement, whatever the requirement you get, we will modify them. Okay, so so we should have a clarity by now that we should never ever change standard objects, be it a package, be it a what do you call, be it any workbench object. You should never ever change standard objects. Okay, always you should only work or change custom objects alone. Okay, and how to differentiate between standard versus custom is every custom object has to begin with either Y or Z. The name of the custom object should begin with either Y or Z. You cannot use any other letter between A to X. Not possible. Okay, and again, in between A and Y and Z, 90% of the projects uses Z only. So even when we practice it here, we use Z. Okay. Then shortcuts to the T codes. So /n plus T code name will replace the existing session. /o plus T code name will create a new session. /n-ex will log off from your sessions. Three shortcuts. Right. So this is what till here we have seen in the previous class, and in the introduction document when we went through, we did not cover one topic, that was creation of the package, right? So let me open that up once. Okay, so this is the one that we did not see it yet. So remaining everything we have seen, right? from the beginning to the end, all the introduction part. So I'll show you how to create a package. It will not even take a minute for us to create a package. Okay, so let me get into the server first. Close this off. Okay, my initial screen of SAP. So the T code to create a package is SE80. SE80 is the T code for creating a package. This T code is available in your document also like this. Okay, step by step. Done. Then once you get into SE80, see here you'll get a drop down. Currently it is under package, but sometimes it will be under package. Sometimes it might not be under package also. Okay. So let's say if it's under function group, example, the minute you open SE80, it is like this function group, then your function group name. So change it to package here. Okay, package, then give a name of a package. Okay, some name. You can give some name. Then hit this glasses symbol, display or create object. You see when I'm taking my cursor onto the button, it is showing me a prompt message. Okay, see this a prompt I'm getting now. So display or create object, click this. So what does it say? Package, this does not exist, do you want to create the object? Yes, I know it's not existing, I want to create the object, so I'll hit yes. Done. Then I have to give a short description, why am I creating this package. Okay, so test package for ABAP workbench objects. So just I give some description. You can give any description your wish. Okay. Then all the rest are automatically filled. See, this home is software component. So this is a test server. So you got home. In project, you might get your project name. It's different. Sometimes you will not get anything also. Okay. Then transport layer means I told you that the changes that you do in development system should be transported to quality and production systems, correct? So how this is transported, how is the path defined? Okay, in which path should these go means that transport details or this transport layer is what defines the path. Means let's say you ordered something, okay, and that has to be delivered to your location, then there has to be a route, right? So for the truck or for the shipment to come to your place, to your home, there has to be a route, there has to be a path. So that is a transportation path. So similarly, your changes that you do in development should be transported to quality, so there has to be a route, there has to be a path. That is nothing but the transport layer. Okay, and don't worry, this transport layer is automatically filled in your projects, you don't need to worry. Okay, every project will have one transport layer, only one. Most of the projects will only have only one single transport layer that will be automatically filled. If imagine a scenario it's not filled automatically, okay, then also how can you get it? You see this button here, this button is called search help or F4 help we call it as. Okay, select this button. See, automatically you'll get the transport layer. So in this server, I'm having two transport layers. One is SAP, second is ZA4H. Okay, so depends. Every project will have different transport layers. So you can choose from these. Okay, so this button is called F4 help or search help. Okay, what it does is it will show you all the possible entries that you can give for that particular field. Okay, that is what is a search help. Done. All the remaining ones are optional. If you want to give it, you can give it, or else you can leave it. Example, application component means for which functional area are you creating it. Let's say I'm creating it for sales and distribution for SD team. So in this, I'll have somewhere sales. See, sales and distribution. This I'll say select this. Simple. No, I want to do it for MM. So I'll go to this. I'll choose MM. My wish. I can select anything that from here. Or I want to do it for FI, not for finance. I'll choose FI from here. See, financial accounting FI. Okay, so like this, depending upon the functional area, if you want to create, you can create, but it is a completely optional step. Even if you don't give it, also it will still be saved. Okay, see, I'm removing it because it's optional. You can give it, you cannot give it. I mean, it's up to you. Okay. So as per the requirement, if they are asking you to give it, give it. If they are not asking you to give it, don't give it. Then super package means folder inside a folder. Okay, example. See, in my on my desktop, I'm having one folder called documents. In this documents, I'm again having one more folder na, called PDF. Like this, I'm having a two folders here. First, second, and third. Desktop, then documents, then PDF. So in this case, this becomes my super package. This becomes my sub package. I don't want to confuse you with those things because you will never ever create a super package. Never. Every package that you create as a custom package will be an independent package every single time, no matter which project it is, no matter where you are located. Always you will create an independent package, new folder only. You will not include a new package in another existing package. Never, never. So don't need this. Okay, and this is a development package. I know. So hit OK. Done. See now what is it saying? Prompt for transportable workbench request. Okay, prompt for transportable workbench request means it is asking for a TR. It is asking for a transport request. So this is an existing TR which is already created on my name. So it is just giving me a prompt. Do you want to use this? If you want to use this, I'll hit OK. But I don't want to use this. I will create a new one. So to create a new transport request, click this button. Just create request now here. So click this button. Here give a short description like test package. Okay, done. Hit save. See, a new number is generated here, 903269. Automatically system has created it. I did not manually give it. I only clicked on create. So system automatically created the request number. Then hit OK. See, now here you see my object came up. So if I double click this, see, I can see all the details. Just double click this and you'll get all the details. So it's like a folder only. How will you open a folder in SAP? You'll double click the folder now. Same. I double clicked it. I mean, sorry, how will you open a folder in your PC? You'll double click the folder, correct? To open a folder, you'll double click it like this. So same thing I did. I double clicked my package, so it opened up. Okay. See, these are all the details that I gave. This is a short description. Person responsible means who created it. I created it. This is my user. You can see here. 1 minute, it's stuck. See, this is my user ID S22A103. Created by same my user ID. Created on today's date. Same. Changed by if I created it, I changed it. Na? So my name again. Changed on same date. This is transport layer. This is software component. Okay, simple. Okay, this is how you create a package. So any doubt under this on how creation of a package?
Hi Sujit, good morning. I have one now.
Morning.
So we have created that package now. In that we you consider that application component is nil. So if
Hmm.
we are consider that application component is nil, the system will consider what it is as default. So we are not
System
considered
will
anything
consider.
in the
Sorry, what?
application component.
Yes.
Uh, what is system default considered? The it is
No, nothing. It
remains
will
fill in the
consider.
blank position or else it will
Yeah.
consider
Yeah, it will
anything.
remain. No, no, it will not consider anything. You can store anything. You can put anything in this package. System will accept it. It will not take any default ones. No.
Okay.
So I can put an MM object, I can put a SD object, you are wish you can put anything that you want to. It will still take it. No problem. No defaults at all. Okay. Anything else, anyone? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Okay. Done. So with this we completed our first chapter. Okay. Creation of the packages. I did not get your email IDs yet for me to share these documents. So if you haven't shared it already, please do share it with the server team. I mean, the institute team. Once I get your mail IDs, I can share you the documents via your mail. Okay. So time for second chapter now. So second chapter is data dictionary, right? So before we begin data dictionary, from the beginning classes, is anyone having any doubt from the beginning, from demo? Cool. So data dictionary. So data dictionary means it is a single point of entry or a central repository using which we can create different data objects. Okay, data dictionary is a central repository. I'm giving a blunt definition of what data dictionary is. Okay, data dictionary is a central repository using which you can create multiple data objects. The T code for data dictionary is SE11. SE11. Okay, see what does it say? ABAP dictionary initial screen. So this is the first screen. Initial means first. Initial means first. So this is the first screen of our data dictionary. You see in this I'm having different objects, table view, data type, type group, etc, etc. So these are all called as data objects. Data objects. Okay, so by using this one single T code, I can create all these data objects. So that is the reason this is called as central repository for creating multiple objects. So I can create any of these objects, correct? That's why multiple objects. Done. So among that, first is our database table. So we'll go in a sequence. First is database table. So database table means it is used to store the data of the organization. Correct? That's what it is. In a tabular format. Database table is used to store the data of organization in a tabular format in the database. That's what is a definition of a database table. Done. Now, so when I spoke about differences between ECC versus HANA, I've shown you some differences, wherein one difference was in ECC, we have three types of tables. In HANA system, we only had one table, correct? That is transparent table. So this is what it means. See, currently I'm in S4 HANA system. I'll show you, wait. This is the most upgraded version of SAP, that the server that I'm using. You will also get the same server. But see, S4 HANA 2022. The release is 770. If you want to see the release, see, 770 is the release. So this is the most upgraded version of SAP that I'm using. So in this version, since it is HANA system, I'll only have one category of table, that is transparent table. But if this was an ECC system, then I would have had cluster and pooled tables. Okay. So the difference between cluster, pooled and transparent is, so transparent table means, sorry, we will have one-to-one relationship. Okay, one-to-one. Why isn't this working? Okay, see, one-to-one relationship. One-to-one means, imagine a table. Okay, consider VB. Okay, example, just one standard table I'm just showing you. This table is related to sales area. Okay, sales. So in this table, I'm having 261 fields. Correct. 1 by 261 means I am currently in the one's first line, and there are 261 fields. Means there are 261 columns in this table. So in this table, from the screen, if I am seeing 261, then in the database also, this table will only have 261 fields. It will not have one more or one less. Exactly the same. Transparent. Transparent means you can see through. No? Transparent means you can see through. Whatever is visible on the other side, you can see it. That's what transparency means. General definition of it. Transparency in English. Okay. So that's what it is. One-to-one relationship. So if I'm seeing 261 here, that means in database also I'll have 261 only. I'll not have more, I'll not have less. That is transparent. Whereas imagine if this was a cluster or a poly table. See here it says what? Transparent table, correct? So imagine this is ECC system. In ECC system, there is a cluster table or a poly table. If I open that table, here, if I see 261 fields, That doesn't mean that this table will have 261 fields in database also. Not possible. It could have more, it could have less. It could have more, it could have less. So you cannot know that. You cannot know that. Those are called cluster tables. So when HANA system was developed, SAP completely replaced the HANA table, replaced the pooled and cluster tables to form them as transparent tables. Okay. So one example I can show you is BSEG. This is a finance table. If I open this table in HANA system, see it will say transparent tables. Okay. But if you open this same table in ECC system, it will be a cluster table. See, if I open, let me go to Google. I'll do a search. Is BS is table in ECC system? Okay. See, is BSEG a pooled table in ECC system? I searched. What is the result? BSEG is a cluster table in ECC system. Correct? It is a cluster table, not transparent. It is a cluster. So, but here you see, I am in which system? HANA system. See, in this it is transparent table. Okay. So SAP did not remove the tables. It replaced the tables. It replaced the category. So here I'm seeing 444 fields. That means in the database also BSEG table will have 444 fields only. It will not have more. It will not have less. But that is not the fact for ECC systems. It will have a different number. Okay. So because of this discrepancy, this property of many to one relationship. See, many to one, many to one. Because of this relationship, there are some concepts of SAP on HANA like CDS and AMDP stuff in which we have to perform some logics. So those logics cannot be written on cluster and pooled tables. It is not possible. So that was a limitation. That was a limitation with these two tables. That is the reason when SAP created HANA system, they completely replaced these with transparent tables only. Okay, so if you are working in HANA system, you will only see transparent, you will not see these two anymore at all. Okay, see HANA system only transparent tables, not cluster, not pooled, not there. Okay, any doubt in this, anyone? Let me check the chat. Okay, so I'll take it as no doubt. Done. So then understanding the unique and non-unique relationship of a table. This is very important. Okay. See, first of all, there are two types of fields in a table. Primary fields and non-primary fields. Or key fields, unique fields, non-unique fields. There are different naming for it. So primary field, non-primary, key field, non-key field, unique or non-unique. Okay. Now what is a primary key? What is a unique key? Primary key means the column that you make. See, consider this table as an example. This is an employee table. Okay, so this table is having all the employee information. See, employee number, employee first name, second name, gender, and mail ID of the employees. Done. So in this case, I am making my employee number as a key field. Okay, only this is in key field, so I highlighted it in blue color. All the rest are not key fields. Okay, only this is a key field. Only employee number is a key field. Rest of them are normal fields, normal non-key fields. Done. So in this scenario, what key field means is the value inside my key field. Field means column. Okay, when I say field, it means column. The field or the column cannot have a repetitive number or a repetitive value, not just number, value. Okay, see example in this case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I have this, they have this and this. So first four are correct because the value is not repeating. Value is different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 6, 7, 9, 9, 7. Everything is different. But look at the fifth record 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is repetitive. No? Here it's already there. But here I'm again trying to repeat it. So this is not correct. This is not correct. You cannot repeat the value, not just number. I mean a value. Okay, you cannot repeat the value of a key field. Okay, it will give you the error. If you do it, you will get the error. I'll show you all that error and all in system at anyhow, SAP system. Okay, but this is a property. But look at the non-key field. Here I'm having Rahul, Rahul, Rahul. Repeated thrice, but still no problem. No error. No problem. SAP will still accept it. It is correct. Because there could be multiple people na, with the same name. It's not that one person will only have one. I mean, every single person will have a different name. Not possible. Multiple people can have same names. So see, you can take that. Even the second name also. See, I have repeated Sharma twice. Still, it is correct. I have repeated male and females. See, I have repeated three males. Still fine. No problem. Even if I repeating here. Only the key field cannot be repeated. Cannot be repeated. So in this scenario, only my employee number is the key field. So here, if it's repeated, I cannot repeat it again. Okay. Any doubt in key versus non-key, primary and non-primary? Anyone? Please don't hesitate to ask it out because this is extremely important topic when you are creating a table. Okay, I'll take it as you're not having any doubt. So now what I'll do, let me give you a live example. Okay, what I'll do, I'll create a table. I'll create a custom table in SAP. I'll create a same table. Okay, I'm having this example, right? So I'll repeat this very same example that is there in the slide. I'll repeat it in the SAP system. I'll create a same table. Okay, get back here. So here I'll give a name AB4 underscore. I'll give EMP underscore table. Okay, this is a table name that I want to give. Okay, I'm starting with Z. After that, this is a batch number. Then I'm giving employee name, employee table. Okay, this is my naming convention starting with Z. Done. Hit create. Why is it loading? Hmm. Okay. See, the minute you click on create, this is the screen that you will get. First screen of table creation. Okay. So in this, you see this icon. This icon means mandatory field. Mandatory field. See, I'll try to navigate to any other tab. Example attributes. What does it say? Make an entry in the mandatory field short description. Okay, so this here is a mandatory field. Wherever you see this icon now, this checkbox kind of icon, it means mandatory. See here also this is mandatory. Okay, so you cannot skip this step. I mean, you cannot skip a mandatory field. Like, see, when I created a package, I skipped it. I skipped application component. Correct. In this, I skipped application component because this is non-mandatory field. So is it mandatory here? No, no. Am I having the checkbox? No. But will I have the same checkbox on my short description? Control X. Am I having it? Yes. So if I try to save it, what does it say? Make an entry in mandatory field short description. Okay. So if I give it off, if I save it now, it took. Correct. So you cannot proceed without giving short descriptions. I mean, without giving mandatory fields. You have to fill mandatory fields. Optional fields you can ignore. This is optional. That checkbox is not here. Means that check icon is not here. Means it's optional. You can ignore. Okay. Now coming back, I'll give some descriptions like employee table. Done. Then delivery class. Okay. Delivery class. Delivery class means what type of data will you store inside this table. Don't worry about that. Your functional team will know that. Okay. What type of data is it? So we have different categories of data in SAP. Those are called master data, transactional data, customizing data. Okay, customizing or organization data, people call it in different names. Okay, see, You don't know what to give yet here, correct? You don't know which one to give here. So simply click on this button, search help button, F for help. If you click this, see, I've got few like this, correct? So out of all these things, you will only use A or C. You will not use any of these. In real time, you will not use any of this, or you will only use A or C. Okay. Here A means application table. See, what does it say? Master and transaction data. C means customizing data. Okay. So some people call it as organization data also. Customizing data or organizing data, organization data. Okay. See, application table means master and transaction data. Now, what is master data? What is transaction data? Master data means data which is not changed very often. Example, the products that I sell, the raw materials that I buy, the vendors from whom I buy my raw materials, the customers to whom I'll send I do the business with. These kind of data is called master data. See, will I change my product every day? Will I get a new product every day? Will I change my product? No, I'll not get a new product. If I'm selling one product, that product will be there for a pretty long time. 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, 10 years. It could be. Okay. So I'll not add my products. I'll not change my existing products every single day. Not possible. Same. I cannot change the raw materials every day. If I my ingredients are same, so those ingredients will be same for a very long period. I cannot change it. Materials. I cannot change materials. Similarly, I cannot change the vendors also. If I am purchasing it from one vendor today, I'll have to build a relationship with that vendor. I have to buy it from him for a long period. It's not like today I buy from one person, tomorrow I'll buy from a second person, third day I'll buy from a third person. No, I normally in real time that's not how businesses work. Correct? So this is called master data. Master data is something that is not changed very often. Okay. Then transaction data. Transaction data means it is updated every single day, every single second with every transaction that I do in system. What is a transaction? If I'm buying something, if I'm selling something, if any person has issued any refund, any transaction that happens in SAP is called transaction data. Okay, every time someone purchases it, every time someone some transaction happens, like a sales order is created, a delivery is created, an invoice is created, uh, uh, or a ledger account is created, a balance sheet is created. Every transaction will create entries, keep creating entries in systems. That is called transaction data. Okay. Now, no, very, very important. Keep this in mind. Every time a transaction happens in SAP, only standard tables are updated. Every time. No matter what transaction it is, every single transaction that happens in the system will only update standard tables. It will not update custom tables. There are ways to make custom tables update also, but ignore the fact for now. Only remember that whenever any standard transaction happens in system, only standard tables are updated. Example. Okay, let's keep it this way. I'll not do anything. I'll create a new session. Let's say a sales order is created in my system. Then there are two tables, VBAK, standard, sales document header. Similarly, I'll have VBAP, sales document item. So like this, whenever a sales order is created, these two tables will be updated. I know for sure. Every single project will work the same. Okay, standard tables are all same in every project. It's not like in one project you have these tables, in second project you'll have different tables. No, that's not how SAP works. Every single project will have same standard tables because as SAP will deliver same solution to every client. Now, which solution client will use, it's up to them. But SAP will give same solution to everyone. Correct? So similarly, let's say some accounting documents were updated. Then BKPF, finance related tables, BKPF, accounting document, and BSEG. accounting document. This is also accounting. Okay, so like this, for any financial transaction happens, anything that is related to accounting, then these tables will be updated. So like that, there are hundreds of tables. You don't need to remember the table names. When you get the functional requirement, functional person will be sending you the functional document. Correct? I told you the responsibility of an ABAPer. First, you will get the document from them, functional document. You will analyze that document, then you will start the development. So your requirement will be given by whom? The functional team. So the functional team itself will tell you the table names. You don't need to remember. Okay, it's good if you remember, but anyhow, when we practice it every single day for these next 3 months, you will get to know some tables. You will remember some tables, but again, it's optional. You can remember it. You don't need to remember it. It's up to you. Okay. So in this case, what am I trying to create? Employee table. Employee table is normally master data because it's not like I'm going to change my employee information every day. No? So today, if I'm hiring one employee, that employee information will be consistent for a longer period. He will not change the address every day. He will not change his blood group. He will not change his uh, mail ID. He will not change his name, last name. All these things will not change every day. So ideally, this is master data, but since I am maintaining it manually, I'll choose customizing data. Okay, C. C means what does it say? C. Customizing maintenance only by customer. No SAP imports. No SAP import means every time the transaction happens, any transaction happens, this table is not updated. Maintenance only by customer means the data in this table is updated by the customer. Customer means I am the customer. For SAP, I am the customer. You are the customer if you are using it. Okay, like that. Maintenance of the table can only be done by the customer. Means I have to maintain the data manually. Okay, so I'll be maintaining the data manually in this scenario. So I'll choose C. C. Done. Then data browser or table view editing. See, in this I'll have few options. First option, data maintenance allowed with restrictions. Means customer can see the data, can maintain the data. Maintain the data means creating, changing, deleting. Creating, changing, deleting, combining the word is called maintenance. Maintenance means create data, delete data, change data. All these combined are called maintenance, data maintenance. Okay. So if I choose first option, then users can display the data and maintain the data with restrictions. With some restrictions, I have to put the restrictions. Then display maintenance allowed without any restrictions. Okay, directly allowed. Then display maintenance not allowed means people can't even display the data, they can't even maintain the data. Final option, only display allowed means they can only see the data, but they cannot edit the data. That is display allowed. So among these, all these, in real time you will only choose one option, this allowed. Now you might ask why? Because what is the point of creating a table? It should have data. You should maintain the data, you should display the data. That is the point of a database table. Imagine I select this, not allowed, not allowed. Then what's the point of creating this table? I can't see the data, I can't maintain the data. Then why should I create a table? No point at all. Only display allowed means I can only display the data, but I cannot add the data. Correct? I cannot add any data. So doesn't make any sense. With restriction means one user can do it, second user can't do it. That is also not correct. So you will choose only this option in real time, mostly every time. Okay. So I've created many tables in my past. Every single time for every project I used allowed only. Okay, real time. Every single time. So allowed. Done. So then move on to next tab, that is fields. Okay, fields here. So let me just do a quick save of my table till now. I'll click on save. On top you see save button, save. What is it asking for? Package. Correct? Package. So here I can give a package name or else I can click on this local object button. Simple. Okay, I told you that two types of objects are there, na? Transportable object and local object. So if I want a transportable object, I have to give a package name. Now, if I want to save it as a local object, simply click this button. Then it will be done. But as I said, in real time, you have to put transportable objects, right? So I'll give a package name. So we just created a package now. I'll give it the package name. Saturday before underscore abap. This is my package. I just created it. Just beginning of this class, I created the package. Let me show you before I save it. This is a package that we created. If I open this package, there is nothing. This folder is empty. This is empty folder. Correct? There is nothing inside this. Now I will save it. Going back here, save. I give the package name, then save. What does it say? Prompt for transportable workbench request. So see, what is it prompting for? I created a TR na, a while ago. Like half an hour ago, I created one TR right before you. So this is that TR. Okay, this is that TR. Test ABAP AB4 package. Okay, so I can use this if I want to, or else I can create a new one. My wish. Okay, but I'll use this. I'll not create another one. I want to save it in this TR. So I'll simply hit OK. Done. Saved. So if I go back to my package now, if I refresh this, see what happens. Currently it is empty now. I'm refreshing it. Here there is a refresh button. See, a new folder got added in this dictionary objects. See, if I open this, I'm having database tables. If I open this, I'm having my table name. Okay, this is my table name. I double clicked, so it came here. Okay, so the one that I created here, I can see it here also because it is workbench object. I told you, by using this SCIT, you can create any object. Yes, this is all. So if I want to edit it, I can edit it from here also. See, this is settings and all, but okay. So if you keep adding your objects in the package, they will keep reflecting here. First it was empty. The minute I saved my table is visible in this package. So similarly, if I keep adding new objects, if I keep creating new objects, those new objects will keep coming up in this package. Okay. So any doubt, anyone till this point? On delivery maintenance tab, I did not I did not explain you fields, so ignore this. But any doubt on delivery maintenance?
Hi, Sujit.
Hi.
So, you said we use only display maintenance allowed, no? In which cases we
Mm-hmm.
use other options?
Okay. So in same, like it's self-explanatory. Let's say you want a scenario wherein your user is requesting you that the data cannot be maintained manually in the table. We will only use this table to see the data. If that is your requirement, then use last one. Only display allowed. Or if they tell you that people should not see the data, they should not even create any new entry, they should not any delete any new entry like that. If you're getting a requirement, then choose this. Let's say if they say that the data inside this table is very sensitive and not everyone should be able to see the data or maintain the data, then choose this. It's like self-explanatory. So depending on the requirement, you have to choose. Mostly, you will only get the requirement for allowed, but not for others.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Okay. Uh, so we'll park it here for today. So fields I'll add it tomorrow. The reason I'm not adding it here is because to add a field I'll need a data element. You don't know what is a data element yet. So in tomorrow's class I'll teach you all that. Okay, it will take time to create this table. To explain you properly on how to create the table will take time. I don't want to do it in a rush. So we'll do this tomorrow. And yeah, If you haven't completed your registration yet, please do complete it quickly so that you can get your server access. So once your registration is complete, it will take 1-2 days, to create a new user ID for you and share it to you. Okay. So every single person will have a separate user ID and separate password. The reason we are giving separate ID and password is in real time, normally when you get into a project, everywhere you will get your own user ID. You will not use other person's user ID. Correct? So that's why we want to give the same experience. So every person will have a different user ID here and different password. Done?